Welcome to the Walking Torah Christa Academy of New Earth Mastery, working within the energies of the Festival of the Christ, which is the first of the three Wesak festivals that occur every year. This is the opening energy of bringing more of that Christed light within us by going through what is called the period of resurrection to assist us in finding those elements about ourselves that need to be brought up and healed so that we can fully experience what it's like to be within that Christed Buddha energy. And of course, the Christed energy does not refer to any particular person who has walked the earth, but it occurs to that higher frequency of light that is attained when one goes through the Ascension process. So we're going to begin by doing 3 ohms together. You can do that from your location along with us, and we will bring in the higher dimensional frequencies of the 144 unified whole of oneness. Just take a deep breath. We're going to picture ourselves going all the way up a golden staircase of light to bring in those higher frequencies within our consciousness, actually de-ascending them into our full body system of our physical, etheric, emotional, and mental bodies. 000, 144, 000, unified, whole, online. Tapping on your thymus, which is just below your collarbone in the center of your chest, will assist you. That is the 8th chakra of the seat of the soul. Zero, 1, 2, 3. Just breathing deeply and slowly. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, connecting at the 10th dimensional level. This is our solar great central sun of Helios and Vesta and Ra. Feeling their assistance, we move into the next level of the great central suns, which is the galactic level at the 11th, with Lord Melchior. Then moving even higher up through the 20th to the 24th, which is the universal great central sun, overlighted by Lord Melchizedek. Just breathing that in and that assistance. And then continuing upward through the 30th to the 36th, which is the multi-universal. Also overlighted by Lord Melchizedek, feeling that great central sun's energies, assisting the other great central suns, and then upward through to the 40th of the cosmic great central sun. This is Divine Mother and Father God at the 49th dimensional level. Breathing that in. All the great central suns assisting us with the rainbow arcs of light and the cosmic ring of fire. And then stepping forward into your angelic energies from 50 through 100, all the principalities that you have participated in your angelic state, as all humans have been angels before coming to the earth eons ago. 50 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Just breathing deeply, stepping into the formlessness. The very essence of creation itself. 110, 120, 130, 140, 141, 142, 143, 144. Just breathing deeply, we find ourselves standing in the entranceway of the Sacred Heart Temple of Oneness, a magnificent structure of light at the 144th dimensional level, where everything goes back into wholeness. There's no separation of any kind within any frequency, energy, vibration. And before us are the three M's, Lord Melchizedek, Lord Metatron, and the Mahatma. So we call to them to extend to us the platinum netting to come around us as we breathe in. This is a fine weave of fishnet, platinum energy. As we breathe out, they strip it away, taking with it any lower frequencies they can remove as a divine dispensation to assist us in removing any debris, so we can better experience the higher dimensional frequencies within our four-body system, and also our higher energetic bodies. We then step forward and move up the entranceway stairs, calling upon Lady Portia to bring us the violet purple flame to help transmute any elements that we must be aware of within our own pathway of light. Breathing that in from the soul star and the earth star, so that it moves through all the chakras, into the heart center, and then outward into the energetic bodies. Bringing that next level of incremental awareness of who we are as a being of light, feeling those frequencies. It is ceremonial order and magic and discipline to move forward. We then call upon the pink flame from Master Serapis Bey, bringing in that higher light to come in from the soul star and the earth star of the flame of active creative manifestation, moving through all the chakras to the heart center as well, where we feel that love and compassion for ourselves, for walking this pathway, for being human, and for ascending ourselves. We then are ready to connect with our Christic consciousness more fully, calling upon the energy of Lord Buddha in the office of the Christ with Lord Maitreya, Lord Kuthumi, and the other beings who hold that office and assist, bringing that in from the soul star and the earth star, so that they both fill up with that gold flame of the 12th ray of God. The earth star and soul star spin simultaneously, fully activating our Merkaba body of light to be our Christed light. And as that spinning occurs around us, we call upon the spiritual hierarchy to place mirrors on all facets of the Merkaba facing outward. These mirrors will protect us against any lower frequencies that try to enter, as they are reflecting it back to the God source, so it can't do interference anywhere else, as long as we hold this within our consciousness. We also connect with Archangel Michael, as he is such a part of the Earth's energies, bringing us the ring past knot of his blue flame to be around the entire structure. And we also form a group Merkaba, bringing our energies together to experience the frequencies of light of these teachings and meditative energies to assist us. This is the Festival of the Christ, which is part of the Festivals of Light, but this one in particular is about connecting with those frequencies. The keynote is, I stand still, listen, and embody the divine love and will of my spiritual self to allow the embodiment of my true self to be me. This is the first of the 3 keynotes, as there are 3 festivals. This is the keynote assisting us to bring in those higher frequencies. We will also be doing some invocations and prayers. We're going to begin with the soul mantra. You do not need to do these yourselves. This will just be something that we do to bring in these energies. The invocation of the soul and monadic mantra. I am the soul and the monad. I am the light divine. I am love. I am will. I am fixed design. Thank you all for being with us. I'm Reverend Ara, and here's Reverend Malaresi to assist us in bringing in the higher frequencies and also connecting with the beings of light to bring us that higher wisdom.
The keynotes for the Festival of the Christ represent love, resurrection, and contact with the spiritual hierarchy. We call upon the unified whole galactic Agartha alliance overlighted by the great divine director, Master Top and Master Einstein in oneness. We especially ask for the office of the Christ, with Lord Maitreya, Lord Kathumi, Lord Sananda, Divine Mother and Father God, the elders that surround the throne of grace, the Elohim Council of Light, and all God Councils of Light, along with the creative source of oneness. As the 144th dimensional frequency brings forth the I Am presence of everyone in attendance. We specifically call upon the great central suns of the solar, galactic, universal, multi-universal, and cosmic levels to activate the rainbow arcs of light with the 330 rays of God within the ring of fire that occurred this year for this entire meditation and month leading up to the Festival of Wesak. We ask for the removal of mass implant of negative elementals, mass clearing of all unwanted astral entities, healing of any auric holes, spots, irritations, and leakages on the physical, etheric, emotional, and mental bodies individually and within the earth. We call upon the cosmic vacuum, clearing up all planetary glamour, maya, and illusions. Breathing deeply as we call upon the 7 rays of God to be fully initiated within everyone's Antakarana bridge. Breathing deeply, we call upon the blue flame. It comes down from your Antakarana bridge into the soul star, spinning into your central canal, which is the core energy of all your chakras. It comes down from the crown, enters into the heart, breathing this beautiful flame of will and power, coming down into the root chakra, grounding it through the grounding cord into the earth star. The earth star and the soul star spin simultaneously as the blue flame spins through the physical and etheric bodies into the emotional and mental, swirling outside of you and inside of you. We then call upon the golden yellow flame of love and wisdom, bringing forth illumination of the higher mind into the concrete mind. This energy brings forth patience and acceptance. And working with the spiritual hierarchy as it comes into the soul star, it totally comes through the central canal into the heart center, filling your heart with the most warmth of golden yellow as it moves into your root chakra to ground it, and then into the earth star. The earth star and the soul star spin simultaneously with the golden yellow flame. It blends inside and outside of you, from the physical through the etheric, emotional, and mental bodies, as it now blends with the blue flame. We then call upon the pink flame, bringing forth creative actualization. This flame is the flame of love, compassion, flowingness. Allow this pink flame to come down through your soul star as it now comes into the central canal, into your heart center, filling you up with the most beautiful blessing of love, going down into your root chakra, and then the earth star. The earth star and the soul star spin simultaneously with the pink flame, as now it moves through your entire bodily structure, into the etheric, into the emotional and the mental systems. It now blends with the other flames of golden yellow and blue. We then call upon the crystalline flame. The crystalline flame comes down from the soul star in through the central canal, entering through the crown and going into the heart. The crystalline flame is the resurrecting flame, but is also a very balancing flame. It helps to remove those particles, but it also brings forth fluidness and allowing your soul to fully flow with each moment. This crystalline now goes down into the root structure, grounding it, and then through the earth star. The earth star and the soul star spin simultaneously with the crystalline light. It now blends from the physical, etheric, emotional, and mental bodies, swirling outside of you and inside of you, relaxing your entire physical self. It now blends with the pink flame of the love, the golden yellow of the love and wisdom, and the blue of the will and the power. We then call upon the green, golden, white flame. The green, golden, white flame is the science of God, or the science of the divine mind. It is that accessibility to access the higher mind through concentration and consecration. It is a blessing. Feeling this energy coming from your soul star into your heart center, filling you up. It's a mixture of the green, gold, and white flowing within each other. Coming down into the root chakra, grounding it, and then into your earth star. The earth star and the soul star spin simultaneously with a green, gold, and white. It brings forth harmony of the spheres, allowing your full body system to now flow with your higher mind, your abstract mind, coming into the concrete mind. It moves through the physical, etheric, emotional, and mental bodies, swirling inside of you and outside of you. Take a deep breath as the green, gold, and white now blends with the crystalline. It comes and blends with the pink, the golden yellow, and the blue, swirling colors inside and around you. We then call upon the ruby red with golden flecks. This flame represents peace, inner devotion. The ruby red comes down from the soul star into the heart center, Breathing deeply, it relaxes the entire system. It brings forth peace and serenity. You're taking the time to devote this energy to be part of your physical essence. As it comes down into the root chakra, ground that into the Earth Star. The Earth Star and the Soul Star spin simultaneously with the ruby red with the golden flecks. It spins from the physical, etheric, emotional, and mental body, swirling inside of you and outside of you. It now blends with the green, gold, and white, the crystalline, the pink, the golden yellow, and the blue. Beautiful rainbow colors. We then call upon the violet and the purple flame to come down into the crown. This energy from the soul star into the heart represents the transmutation and the transformation you are going through. It represents restructuring your energy through the violet flame, but the purple helps to ground it, bringing forth that energy into the heart, and then through the root chakra and into the earth star. The earth star and the soul star spin simultaneously with these divine energies, as now the violet and the purple does its journey through the physical and etheric, emotional and mental bodies, swirling inside of you and outside of you, blending with all the other flames of the ruby red, the green, gold, and white, the crystalline, the pink, the golden yellow, and then the blue, swirling rainbow colors of light. We're now going to call upon Master Joshua Cole. He is going to be your guide, creating a group Merkaba to the 49th dimensional level into the Temple of the Enlightened Ones, which is located at the Office of the Christ. Namaste, my dearest friends. I am Master Joshua Cole. It is my pleasure to offer my assistance for this magnificent ceremony of light. Take a deep breath and command these energies to be you. I stand still with your breath. I listen and embody the divine love and will of my spiritual self to allow the unfoldment of my true self to be me, allowing these energies now to become all parts of your existence. We gather together in a group Merkaba, a rainbow Merkaba for today, bringing forth these divine energies of light. Feeling your four-body system now being activated within the higher realms of light. Take a deep breath as our physical body and an etheric body, emotional, and the mental bodies coming together. As we rise our energies up, we call upon the Buddhic body of the higher self, feeling that energy. This is all part of our group Merkaba. The Atmic body, moving into the fourth dimension, going higher. The Monadic body of the fifth dimension. Logoic body of the sixth dimension, as our group Merkaba is spinning upwards through these dimensional frequencies. You are accessing your higher bodies of light. Your group soul body, all the souls that are part of your I Am presence of the seventh dimension. Going higher with the group monadic body of the 8th and the 9th dimensions. Feeling ourselves arising now into the 10th dimension of the solar body of light. Moving into the 11th dimension of the galactic body. And that 11th dimension takes us all the way upwards into the universal body of light. Moving into the dimensions beyond the 24th. We now go into the multi-universal dimensional frequency, as we now have accessed all 12 bodies of light. We go into the higher realms, and then finally into the cosmic level. Breathing deeply. Feeling the divine qualities of all these bodies to be accessed within your consciousness now. Continue with the breaths to allow them to come fully within you. As now our Merkaba has arrived at the cosmic level, at the office of the Christ, of the temple of the enlightened ones. We now take that statement, the keynote for this month. I stand still, I listen, and embody the divine love and will of my spiritual self to allow the unfoldment of my true self to be me. This is your true self with the higher bodies of light. Learning to initiate these energies will assist you in your walk upon the earth. Take a deep breath and feel these divine energies of light. As now we separate into our own vehicles of light, feel all your 12 bodies as now you arrive at the temple of the enlightened ones. We walk up the steps. The temple is beautifully golden with light frequencies. There are many steps that go into the entrance with columns of light all the way around it. Today we will go directly into the audience hall where our ceremony will take place. As we step into this magnificent hall, it is an amphitheater open to the heavens, with many levels of this amphitheater. I guide each of you all the way down to the first row of the many seats that are here. All the other souls that are here in this moment arise and welcome each of you here within the temple of the enlightened ones. I, as Master Jishwal Kul, will now join the other masters that are on the stage in front of you. The most important advice that I can give in this moment is to allow the energies to assist you, to remove the concrete mind, which is the lower mind, from accessing anything. Allow your breath to guide you and to help you move in multi-directions through the energetic exchanges we have brought forth in these moments. Namaste, my dearest ones. This is Lady Meloressa. They've asked me to give a little bit of a description. The temple is filled with many flames of light. It does represent all 330 rays of God. So around the outside walls, behind all the seats, are columns of light. These columns of light represent the divine energies of each of the flames of God. There are beautiful essences of blues and greens and pinks and yellows and white colors and all colors of the spectrum. And the higher the rays go, the less intensity they are. They mirror each other. So the higher flames become very intertwined with the lower flames. Each of these flames in this moment are being ignited. And it sends out almost like what we would call a mist of energetic energies across the entire temple. As we now sit here, all the seats are in a circular manner, completely perfected in a circle of oneness. The stage is below us a little bit, which represents the presentation area. There are no altars on the stage. The altars are each of the 330 rays of God. There are beautiful, almost like king's chairs for each of the masters. Lord Buddha is in the middle. Lord Kathumi is on one side. Lord Maitreya is on the other. Lord Sananda is at the end on the right. And Master Joshua Cole is on the opposite end on the left. The stage spins in a very slowly energy, so that their energies are being sent to everyone in the temple. Because as we sit and look at the stage, the opposite side of the audience is also facing the stage. And very interesting, I now see that the entire circumference of where we are sitting in the seats, that is spinning also in the opposite direction. As all of the columns with the rays of God are also spinning within themselves, creating this multi-dimensional frequency of light, of us spinning within each other. Take a moment. As now we will bring forth the ceremony. It is my pleasure. I am Lord Kathumi at your service. Let us all breathe together and to feel these divine energies that are occurring in this moment. My role with each of you as part of the office of the Christ is to assist you on your walk upon the earth. Even though I am part of the office of the Christ in the last few years of earth time, I still watch over all of the initiates, all the disciples upon the earth, along with many leaders, to bring forth as much spirituality through their essences as is possible. But each of you sitting here in these moments are truly the leaders in a future time. You are going through a powerful journey of the inner self, so that the outer self truly accepts all that you are desiring to become. I ask you to imagine a world where you are already in complete harmony with your four bodies. We want to initiate as much ability to visualize all possibilities to occur. I don't want you to think about what you're supposed to be doing upon the earth. I want you to think about yourself as the initiate for Ascension Mastery. And the first step is within that energy is the divine love. And the divine love is part of each of us. It is part of Divine Mother and Father God. It is part of the creative source of oneness, but it is your I Am presence, your monad, and your higher self. In this festival of light representing resurrection, it is important to continually love yourself in a completely different way. To love the process that you are going through. To break forth those energies onto yourself. To assist you to realize that it is love. That is why you are releasing. That is why you are moving elements. This moon has been tremendous for this process. And it's going to be becoming ever increasingly so. As an initiate and as an ascended master, the process that we have to go through is a challenge, but it's ever so rewarding if you allow yourself to get to that space to accept that you have taken on a role that the majority of souls upon the earth are not ready to do so. I ask you to feel this divine love, this gratitude from each of us for the acceptance of being in this space, in this moment, and this time. And I extend unto you the blessing of love. Kathumi, bring forth the blessing of divine love unto each of you, to allow you to see through the challenge of what you are acquiring, to remove the veil of forgetfulness, to remove the veil of insecurities, to remove all of those veils that may want you to stop the movement of allowing the love to be you. There is nothing more ever so present than to accept the divine love of your own higher self, your I am presence. As you traveled upwards to this dimension, you acquired the ability to initiate your higher bodies of light that represent your I am presence. We are asking Lady Melarese to show these higher bodies of light, to assist every soul to realize the potential of their I am presence. It is all that you have acquired and all that you desire to be. It is not one entity. It is many energies coming together. It is not an entity. It is a movement of light, a spiraling energy of light. And we ask each of you to feel that in this moment of your own divine love of your higher consciousness, which represents all that has been stated. All the bodies of light, your higher self becomes closest to your physical body. But all the other bodies are vibratory energies. We now command and call upon these vibratory light bodies to assist you to realize the potential that you are within yourself. Do not let the lower mind, the physical mind, the concrete mind, to tell you otherwise. We ask you to breathe and to feel these energies. The more that you allow yourself to be in this state of this mist of these divine energies of all the rays of God, they will be accessed through your consciousness. Open up the veils of forgetfulness, the veils of insecurities, the veils of your lower self, to receive the divine qualities of all that you are, to be ever present. Feel that within your heart in this moment. To allow the ever-folding light energy of this magnificent moon, the grandmother moon is showing, to be your own effervescent light. To allow it to expand outside of you and inside of you. So you are the circle of light energy that is the most powerful source of extension of your I am presence that can be acknowledged. Hold this within your heart. Hold the vibratory energies that allow the divine love to be part of your pure existence. The divine love that represents the feminine divine. Feeling that feminine divine come fully within you. As Mother God blesses you with her light. Take a deep breath. When you walk with the divinity of love within yourself, you will accept yourself in a completely new and different manner. I invocate unto each of you the ability to allow a piece of the divinity of love that you are to come into your heart. But not only just come into your heart, I want you to ground it and become it. I want you to put it into all aspects of your physical body. I want it to put in all aspects of your etheric body, allowing your chakras to shine. Allow it to come into your emotional body so that you can be more of the feminine divine within yourself and the masculine divine. Allowing the mental body of the abstract mind, the flowing energy, the higher mind, the higher self, whatever you want to call it, the superconscious, to come flowing within you, allowing you to access all avenues within yourself. I, as Lord Cthulhu, am deeply honored to represent love to you. So mote it be, let it be done. In all aspects of our existence. It is I, Lord Maitreya. I bring forth resurrection. As each of you experience, and we experience, because we also are experiencing all these festivals, as we experience this festival of the Christ, it is not a remembrance of Jeshua, it's a remembrance of each of us individually. This is so very true, because each of us, as initiates and ascended masters, no matter what our status is, goes into a new existence within ourselves. That's what the Christ consciousness is. It's about growth. It's about the continuity of the existence of the Christ itself to become more evolved within the pure existence of that soul's body. And your soul's body happens to incorporate a physical body, which makes it even more of a challenge, a mountain you have to climb as that physical body to access these energies within all aspects of your being. This is because your physical body is going through changes. It is resurrecting all those elements from past lives that you experienced, your death cycles and the illnesses that you had. These all come up to be healed. Your etheric body is going through an overhaul. Your etheric body is your soul's body. You have traveled in this soul body. So each of your chakras holds all those energies, all those timelines of those small little moments in time in each lifetime that are good and bad. And that, of course, the etheric self works with the physical self for these elements to come up. Now the emotional body is going through an overhaul to allow the feminine divine to become ever more apparent. And it depends upon your soul's history of whether being masculine or feminine, or what those roles were in those genders of your emotional self. All of these have to be healed. And then the mental body, all those avenues. Many initiates we see are having trouble with their control issues and wanting to do things as they want to do them and not adhering to a higher purpose, to a higher light energy, saying their higher self. And this is, again, because of your lifetimes. This festival is so crucial to allow the movement of the energies to come into oneness. And what happens when something comes into oneness? Well, it has to be revealed of what is not in oneness. So this, not just this time of this moon, but this entire month and this festival of the Christ unto Wesak. So you're still going to be feeling these energies going into the Wesak moon, because it's preparing you. It's preparing you to move to that next level so you can be blessed, so that you can be awarded for what you are experiencing and what you are grounding and being a part of. My role with each of you today is to allow the phase of resurrection to assist you, to not let it be a bad thing, that it's a horrible time, but to allow the resurrection to be an element of taking you to a higher place, taking you to that higher existence of what you desire to be. And that's exactly what these energies are representing within the moon itself, with what is occurring with all the frequencies. It's about balance and bringing that balance into all the existences that you have ever been and that you are being presently. And what is the foundation that you want to create as an initiate? This is a very important aspect to consider. to allow yourself to know that you must access your higher mind to assist you, because your lower mind trick you. And what we want to do is to allow that lower mind to be your friend by showing itself in a negative manner. It actually is trying to help you to see from the higher mind standpoint what is occurring. And I bet many of you have not thought about it in that way. You may get mad at your lower self, but this is just a part of you that is part of the physical creative process. And until one steps into Ascension Mastery, as each of you are doing and moving through these initiations, you don't realize how much the lower mind has affected you in previous moments, timelines of this lifetime and other lifetimes. Let the lower mind be your friend. Let it show you what needs to be released, because it will show you in many, many ways, as you probably already know. But what do you do with it? You get upset with yourself because you feel a certain way. Allow that to be, let this energy that we are experiencing in this ceremony to be erased, eradicated, so that you can bless yourself for Wesak, that you can come into a new state of existence. Let us breathe together and feel all the divine energies that are within this temple, that represent all the rays of God, that represents the rainbow arcs of light, that represents the massive amount of fire that is coming into the earth. Allow this fire to assist you and not deplete you. Get to know yourself. When you get to a stage of feeling depleted, it's too much. You must bless yourself for what you are experiencing. You must bless yourself for where you are. You must bless for yourself of where you desire to be and where you are going, because you are going to get there, because you have us to remind you. And in this moment, as the keynote of resurrection, I bring unto you this gift. Oh, hola, call upon the energetics of this temple of light to assist every initiate, every soul that has stepped into this temple, to be blessed with their own phase of resurrection. Each person will experience it differently, but surrender unto the aspect of allowing the resurrection to occur. Feel the divine qualities of these flames of light to assist you to break apart the particles, the memories, the cellular structures that are within your physical body, within your mental body, within your emotional body, within your etheric body. Everything arises now, arises upwards into this 49th dimensional of light, allowing Divine Mother and Father God to take it and let it go further upwards to the creative source of oneness. And as it goes through all those dimensional frequencies, it changes, it changes. Feel the blessing as if you're receiving a rain shower, a rainbow rain shower right now. And it's coming down upon you and around you to resurrect, to resurrect what is ready. It will not take away things you're not ready to let go of, but surrender to your own higher self, to all these light bodies that have been brought in for this meditation. Feel the dynamics of your I Am presence to assist you. Feel the power that is yours. Allow it to come into you. Allow it to be blessed by all that you are. Woo! Feel this blessing. Feel the cleansing, the purification that you're experiencing in your four-body system right now. Allow the emotions to flow if that is what is happening. Allow the mind to relax and to accept. The mind, the masculine should hold this energy for the feminine. Allow the feminine to heal through this process, and allow all these energies to be blessed by all that you are. As I, Lord Cthulhu, and I, Lord Maitreya, come together in that oneness, feel the blessing of love for your resurrection. Now blend yourself with this energy. Feel the clearing that you have gone through, but then feel the blessing of the love. More love than you've ever felt before. Let it go into those areas where you may have holes in your bodily structure, in your chakra system, and let it blend. It's okay to purify. You need to purify. We all need to purify in all these moments of creation. We call upon the rainbow arcs of light of all the great central suns, of the solar, the galactic, the universal, the multi-universal, and the cosmic, as their frequencies of light are now being activated within this glorious temple. In this temple of light that we all come together in oneness. Feel the spiraling of the energies, as Meloressa shared about the spinning of the room ever so slightly. It allows us to come closer. If you ever looked at a spiraling light, and the center of it is the core. So each of us are coming together as you come closer to each of us to feel that divine energy that we represent. Breathing deeply. We of the office of the Christ are deeply honored to be with each of you in this moment. So mote it be, let it be done. Adonai, son, say Abad. Oh, holy, 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 Lord God of hosts that we are. We open up the energies to Lord Buddha. Namaste, my friends, my initiates, my scholars, my teachers, my students. I am deeply honored to be able to extend my energies through this venue and this glorious temple of light, for you to come and be with each of us. I want to represent that connection to the spiritual hierarchy. You've already felt that connection through the office of the Christ, of the divine beings of Cthulhu and Maitreya, bringing forth their understanding. My role with each of you is to allow you to come into my heart. Being the planetary logos, the president of the earth, I hold each of you in high esteem of what I see, what can be. Each of you, as the initiates of Ascension Mastery, must realize that you've taken on a responsibility, and maybe within yourself you're not quite sure why you have this role. because you are going through great challenges emotionally and mentally in your own full body systems to heal, to surrender. And you may say, why me? Why can't everyone do it? I want to say that this is a very powerful time, especially since the new millennium. It's a very much aligned with what Lemuria and Atlantis represented, but could not hold on to. The earth is changing at a rapid rate. It may not seem rapid to each of you for the eons of time since Atlantis and Lemuria. But there had to be a learning process within every soul. And there are many souls upon the earth that are newbies. And they don't understand what you are doing. They don't understand what you're bringing forth in your life. It becomes very confusing because you as a human desire to have that connection with other human beings. I totally understand that process. But what does happen on this pathway is you start to realize as that initiate that there's so much more available than just your biological family or the souls upon the earth. So you have to go through a process of surrendering. It does not mean that you do not love those people. It just means you have to find what is best for you within yourself. And a lot of times that means that each of you as a soul has to go into the depth of despair. You have to go into the aspects that you call the inner child. That isn't just about this lifetime. It's about all your lifetimes. It's about putting yourself through a clearing process as a soul, but yet feeling it as a physical being. I commend each of you. I honor each of you for being here upon the earth at this time. And I want you to continue. That's what this moon represents. That's what this festival represents. I honor each of you for your trials, for your tribulations, for your challenges, for your successes. But be honest with yourself. Be true. Have patience. Take your time with each step. Because the more patience that you have within yourself, the easier it will be to transform into what you desire to be. And in this moment, none of you know what you're going to transpire into. It does not matter what level of awareness that you are. It does not matter as each of the Ascended Masters, they don't know what they're going to be aspiring to. They may hope what they are doing. And it's the same for each of you. I want you to realize that Ascension Mastery is the same as physical existence. Oh, that you say, how can that be? You're all going and wherever you want to go, and you don't have to worry about physical conditions. You don't have to worry about money. You don't have to worry about taking care of yourself. But I want you to realize within yourself that that's what Earth represents. And Earth represents the responsibility of the physical steps unto enlightenment. It represents that ability to be responsible. And those are the steps that each human must go through, and that is why there are so many lifetimes that each of you have experienced. You're learning through this process. You can't just become an Ascended Master just because you desire it to be, or because it looks much better than what you are experiencing presently. I want to tell you that each of these Ascended Masters and myself have gone through great trials, through fire and water. That maybe sometimes we didn't feel as if we were going to make it as that soul. So it's very important for us in this moment to come into this oneness, come into this place that we as Ascended Masters just did it before you. That's the only difference. But this time period is very crucial. And each of you being here in these moments, being part of these energies, means that you are ready to go further. That you are ready. It does not mean you're going to be the greatest healer or the greatest teacher or the greatest spokesperson. What it means is you are taking care of your own soul's evolving energy. All those other gifts come later, although that's not the way it happens upon the earth at this time. And I want each of you to realize that yes, you have many gifts, but go beyond the psychic realm. Get into your I Am presence as what has been shared today. I deeply honor Lady Melarese for putting forth the effort of trying to bring forth these energies through a meditation and not looking at it as a mental exercise. I ask you in this moment to feel that divinity of love that you are. This is your I Am presence. Allow it to filter down through all the bodies so that it comes into your physical consciousness. Command it to be, allow it to flow within you in a different way than you've ever experienced before. My role with you in this moment is to help you to feel the connection that we have within each other, that we are not any different. We're just older, in a sense. Although we're all the same ages, we were all created at the same time. I ask you to go into your heart and to truly feel the divinity of love that I extend unto you. My heart to bounce and flow within you in a way that has never been experienced before. As we come together with the circling of the stages, we come closer and closer within each other. We allow this moment of our creation to be one that you will remember and reflect upon and desire to experience it every day of your purification. I open up my heart. I open up my essence. I see your pain, I see your hurts, but I want you to feel the love. I want you to feel the honorability that we have for each of you. And in this moment, this is what's going to help you to resurrect even more. As we blend together our hearts as one, I embrace each of you. Come into my heart. This is truly how the core love that we are exists. In pure existence, there is nothing else. However you want to define it, I want you to feel it. I want you to be one within all that I express for this entire planet. I have lots of love to give. Be responsible, be courageous, be accepting, be patient, and so much more. You cannot have love without all these. So my blessing to each of you at this time is to bring forth this pure acceptance into your heart. Feeling all the light bodies that have been initiated, feeling your I Am presence, calling upon you, and say unto yourself, I now command and demand that bring forth all the Lord Buddha shares with me in this moment. And when you say those words, command it from your heart. I command and I demand that I receive the light essences from Lord Buddha. I command and I demand that I receive the light love essences from Lord Buddha. I command and I demand to receive the light love essences from Lord Buddha. Feel that vibration as now our energies are all intertwined into the oneness. Be strong with yourself. Ground this energy, and it shall become you. In deep gratitude and love, I am Lord Buddha. Greetings and love. I am Lord Sananda. I have a short message. When you allow your I Am presence to share the Christ energy unto your physical self, you will have moments of pure reflection. You will have moments of honesty. You will have moments of understanding. You will have moments of pure emotion. Allow yourself to surrender throughout this month to accept the higher part of your existence that is ready to be birthed. Allow the resurrection and the rebirth to occur. Do not let anything stop you from this process. And when you feel that it is occurring, come back to this space. Come back to this love. I, as Lord Sananda, am deeply gratified by the pure existence of what is occurring in this ceremony. You must love yourself so deeply that it becomes a movement of emotion. Not loving your physical body, not loving the way you look, not loving what you're doing in your life internally. You must love your eternal self. Because when you open up that door, many other doors will also open up. It will create all those outside things that you desire to happen, to be part of your pure existence. I ask you in this moment to feel the droplet of love that each of us share unto you. I don't want you to honor my life as Jeshua. I want you to honor your life as whom you are in this moment. What is your resurrection? What is your rebirth? And celebrate that through this process. I have to say that the feminine divine is becoming more apparent within the earth as what has happened in Paris. Let that be a sign that more will come. Do not let the media or the leaders take you away from your own internal intuition. Let it flow within you. Because what we are doing with each of you is working little by little. That is why we have a long way to go. My blessing to each of you to reflect upon what has occurred is for the embodiment of all to become one. Be strong. Know that things are changing. Very, very micro level, but that's okay. The best part that can occur is for each of you to change within yourself. I also extend unto you my love essence, unto you in this moment. I extend it unto the entire group of individuals that are here in this moment and that will listen later. That my heart energy is very strong in this moment to extend unto you the blessing that you are starting to understand the Christ consciousness physically. You understand it in your higher essence, but let it flow within you. Let it become one with you, and let it shine deeply in all that we are together. We are one. I sent it to this group, Merkaba, to be filled with each of you individually into your hearts. So mote it be, let it be done. It is I, Master Dejwalko, in this moment to feel the energies within the temple circling within each other and becoming one. Envision that the audience chairs are blending within the presentation area, and each of us become one with Lord Buddha, bringing forth the desire of the love, the desire of the resurrection, and the desire of the connection to the spiritual hierarchy. As we are your friends, we walk in beauty with each of you, assist you, and understand from a different perspective. But we bring forth our gratitude and our love at this Festival of the Christ for arriving and being present in all that you are. The wheels of all of the stages are now going in the opposite direction as the energy is opening up within this glorious temple. It is now time for us to exit the temple. We take one last prayer of intention. As Lady Malarese and Master Ara will speak the invocation, breathe in the energies of the words.
Let the forces of light bring illumination to humanity. Let the spirit of peace be spread abroad. Many men and women of goodwill everywhere meet in a spirit of cooperation. May forgiveness on the part of all souls be the keynote at this time. Let power attend the efforts of the great ones. So let it be, and help us to do our part. Let the Lords of Liberation issue forth. Let them bring succor and relief to humanity. Let the rider from the secret place come forth, and coming save. Come forth, O mighty ones. Let the souls of all men and women awaken to the light, and may they stand with massed intent. Let the issuance of oneness that we are go forth. The end of woe has come. Come forth, O mighty ones. The hour of service of the saving force has now arrived. Let it be spread abroad, O mighty ones. Let light and love and power fulfill the purpose of the coming ones. The will to save is here. The love to carry forth the work is widely spread abroad. The active and all who know the truth is also here. Come forth, O mighty ones, and blend these three. Construct a great defending wall. The rule of death is now at an end. From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of all souls. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of all souls. As the Christ that we are is fully embodied within the earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men and women, the purpose which the masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men and women, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil has dwelt. Let light and love and power restore the plan on earth. Breathing deeply, we now leave the temple of the enlightened ones.
with all the masters at our sides. As we walk down the steps into the outer area, we once again create our group Merkaba, breathing deeply. With Lord Buddha in the center, Master Jishwa Kul, Lord Kafumi, Lord Maitreya, and Lord Sananda, feeling that connection of love. As we leave the 49th dimensional frequency in our Merkaba, spinning downwards through the 36, coming into the multi-universal, and then going into the 24th to the universal. Feeling all of your light bodies being part of this existence, coming back down into the galactic, moving into the 11th dimension, the 10th of the solar. Coming back further through all your light bodies, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, feeling your physical body with all of the other energies, bringing that energy into your heart. Feeling the blessing of the Masters, feeling your Christ consciousness more fully awakened, allowing the love, resurrection, and the connection to the divine to be part of your reality. So mote it be, let it be done.
Just breathing deeply, we're going to bring those energies down fully within our consciousness as well, to be fully grounded through the earth, through our root and earth star, into the center of Gaia's heart. Coming back down that golden staircase of light, 143, 142, 141, 140, 130, 120, 110. Connecting once again with the angelic realms at the 100, 90, 80, 70, 60, 50. The 49th of Divine Mother and Father God. The 36 of Lord Melchizedek, of the multi-universal, the universal level, also with Lord Melchizedek at the 24th. The 11th of the galactic level with Melchior. And then the 10th of the solar level, Helios and Vesta and Ra, the sun god. And grounding those energies, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Breathing deeply, feeling that love, gratitude, acceptance from Mother Earth back to your essence as she experiences your consciousness, so she can send those energies out to the rest of the planet to help all consciousness within humanity through your efforts of ascension, and then bring that up to hold that fifth dimensional divine intent as best you can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just breathing deeply, we'll close off together with 3 ohms. Zero, 0, 0, 1, 4, 4, 000, a unified whole offline. Many blessings for your Christed energies within this moon. And thank you so much for being with us.
Namaste, and I also thank you for walking this pathway and being with us. Many blessings.